Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Dexter. There are two possible origins for the masculine name Dexter. From the Latin, the word dexter means the right-handed, which gave us the word for fortunate, skillful, auspicious or dexterous. Dexter is also the transferred use of an Old English surname originating as an occupation name to signify a person who was a dyer of cloth. In this case, the name comes from the Old English word dexter, which is derived from deke meaning dye. An interesting fact, a dexter distinguished a female cloth dyer specifically, although this gender specificity was lost by Middle English. Today, Dexter is exclusively a male name. The first recorded spelling of this surname came in the mid-13th century and was rendered Dexter. Dexter is also an early American surname, having come through passengers on 17th-century English ships bound for the New Plymouth colony. Dexter is currently a top 100 masculine forename in England. Personality of the boy named Dexter. The number 4 personality is marked by stability and discipline. This is the personality that follows the rules and is conservative by nature. They have an earthbound energy that prefers to build things methodically on top of firm foundations. They don't cut corners. 4s take their time and don't like to be hurried. But the outcome of their endeavors is likely to result in some strong and useful structure, which makes them great engineers and inventors. 4s are anything but frivolous or controversial. This is a trustworthy, straightforward personality that embodies dedication and organization. They are the backbone and anchor in their relationships, careers, and communities. They are tidy, punctual, and full of integrity. Hard work comes naturally to a 4, and they are immensely reliable. This is the personality you can always count on. Popularity of the boy named Dexter. Dexter has maintained a position on the U.S. male naming charts since the late 19th century. The name has a history of bouncing around at pretty low levels of popularity for most of the 20th century. Dexter was most popular during the late 1960s and early 70s, but even still, it was barely used moderately. What's interesting is that the name is getting a big push up the charts right now. Between 2007 and 2010, Dexter has advanced over 450 spots up the charts. This sudden interest in the name is clearly being influenced by the popular Showtime series about a blood splatter analyst called Dexter, which first aired in October 2006. American parents are responding favorably to this long-neglected name. And if you're a jazz aficionado, then you know the dexterous Dexter Gordon, one of the great tenor saxophonists of the 20th century. There's no doubt about it, Dexter is a cool name. It literally has that X factor. Quick facts on Dexter. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 380. Pronunciation, Dexter. Simple meaning, skillful, cloth dyer. Characteristics of Dexter. Studious, practical, solid, dependable, conservative, industrious, hardworking. Cultural references to the baby name Dexter. Literary characters of the baby name Dexter. This is the first book in the Dexter series written by Jeff Lindsay, first published in 2004, and the inspiration behind the Showtime Comey drama. Meet Dexter Morgan, a polite wolf in sheep's clothing. He's handsome and charming, but something in his past has made him abide by a different set of rules. He's a serial killer whose one golden rule makes him immensely likable: he only kills bad people. And his job as a blood splatter expert for the Miami Police Department puts him in the perfect position to identify his victims. But when a series of brutal murders bearing a striking similarity to his own style start turning up, Dexter is caught between being flattered and being frightened of himself or some other fiend. Also part of the series are the books Dearly Devoted Dexter, 2005, Dexter in the Dark, 2007, Dexter by Design, 2009, Dexter is Delicious, 2010, and Double Dexter, 2011. Dexter is a character in F. Scott Fitzgerald's short story Winter Dreams, which first appeared in print in 1922. Winter Dreams is considered a draft of sorts for Fitzgerald's crowning glory, The Great Gatsby, and Dexter the precursor to J. Gatsby himself. The story's protagonist, Dexter Green, is a middle-class boy from Minnesota who aspires to be among the aristocracy, although he starts out as a caddy in a wealthy golf club. In Fitzgerald's style, Dexter falls in love with a self-centered rich girl who torments him by stringing him along and ultimately remains out of his grasp. Eventually, he leaves to fight in World War I, returns and ultimately becomes a filthy rich businessman in New York City. Having met his aspirations for wealth, most of Dexter's ambitions are forever tied to the rich bitch Judy Sims. He later learns that she, in our opinion at least, got what was coming to her. She married well only to find herself a lonely housewife, ill-treated by her husband and losing her youthful beauty. One would think Dexter would feel vindicated, but instead he realizes his lifelong dream is forever gone. Famous people named Dexter: Dexter Fletcher, actor; Dexter Gordon, great jazz musician, tenor saxophonist; Dexter M. Ferry, 19th-century American businessman; Dexter Blackstock, English soccer player; Dexter Jackson, football player; Dexter Holland, musician, lead singer of The Offspring; Dexter Horton, American businessman, first banker in Seattle, Washington; Dexter Vines, comic book artist;